One of the utilities that you can use to help you resolve a problem on your network is the ping command. This stands for Packet Internet Groper. And what it does is it sends a small package of information from your computer to the destined address. If everything is working on the other end, it will send a reply back letting you know that it is up and running. If you can't communicate someplace, whether it's in the network or someplace long distance, you want to start out close to your machine. You start out by pinging what they call the loopback address, and that will tell you if your protocol stack is working. Then you work your way to your NIC card, then to a local machine NIC card, then possibly to your router, and then to other things along the way. And if you have internet connection, you can ping on the other side of the world if you wish to. Let's go on and look at this. We begin by going to a command prompt. We'll go to Start, Programs, Accessories, Command Prompt. Let's just type the word ping and see our options here. And here it does, comes up, brings all the options that we have. And we'll look at some of these options in a little bit. Let's go on and start our diagnostics here. I'm going to type ping, and I'm going to do my local loopback address, which is 127.0.0.1, and this will just check to see if TCP IP is properly installed on my machine. If I get a negative response back from here, TCP IP has a problem on my machine. And what I need to do is reinstall TCP IP. Okay. First line here is saying that it's pinging that with 32 bytes of data. It's replying back from that. It's giving me the time and the time to live. That was successful. So the next step, I want to ping the IP address of my NIC card. And it's pinging my NIC card. And it's coming back. This is telling me that my NIC card is working properly now. Let's go out onto the local area network. I'm going to ping a machine that's not too far from me. Okay, it's pinging it, and it's coming back successful. If you put the wrong IP address in here, say you put one of a non-existent machine, or it's not working properly. Let me show you the negative response here. You can see the ping goes out, but it's timing out. Okay, now I know that my machine's working properly, and I know that my local area network connections are okay as well. What I want to do is I want to go out a little further. I'm going to choose to go out on the internet. However, before I do so, I want to check to see if my DNS server is working properly, since I'm going to use a name like www.wonderground.com for the weather underground. Let's check our local DNS server first. I type ping in the name of another computer. Now, in order for this name here, Tiger1, to be resolved, it has to go through the DNS server, and the DNS server will tell it what IP address to ping. When I hit enter, let's see what happens. Okay. It's saying it's pinging Tiger1 on my network. Here's the IP address that's been resolved. Right here is just proof that my local DNS server is working properly. This is very good. Let's see what's going on internet-wise. Okay, I'm going to go ping. I'm going to go ping actually it's www.wonderground, which is the weatherunderground.com. And first item here. This is a good sign. It's resolved the IP address. Next item. It's replying from it. Now realize this. If you try to ping Microsoft's site, watch what's going to happen. I am hitting Microsoft's site. My DNS server is resolving it, but it's timing out. The reason why is Microsoft has their machines set up that people can't ping off them. I think what happened in the early days when people were first learning to type ping and use their DNS server, they were just pinging Microsoft's site because it was something easy to remember. So they turned that off. So sometimes you might go out on the internet and ping something, and it comes back, request timed out, and you're saying, what the heck's going on? I know their site's up. They may have that turned off. But that's something that typically you're not going to worry about on a local area network. Let me go back to some of these ping commands for a minute. Let me just say, be real careful with some of these options like -T that will send packets until you hit Control-C to stop it, or the account number, because this is the kind of stuff that gets you in trouble on the internet. If you know, some people might try to bring down other machines. This shouldn't bring down another machine, but it's something you don't want to do. It could be annoying and cause a tremendous amount of traffic. If you have a local area network, and let's say, for instance, it's you and a couple people and you want to play with this, that's fine. Let me just show you the ping -T. Okay, I hit -T, so it's pinging Tiger 1. It's going to keep on pinging Tiger 1. It's going and going and going and going and going until I hit Control-C, and then I stop it. The only time you might need to use this is if you have a connection or a test that you need to run and you need to have constant packets coming to a particular address. Otherwise, this is nothing more than annoying. Probably in the networking field, ping is one of the most used utilities. Whenever you find out that you are not having a network connection between yourself and someplace else, you might want to start by looking at ping first.